Greetings and salutations. Oh man, I drank a little too much last night. Just a little too much. But the reason for this video is to share with you my misery. No, just kidding. I've spawned in. I'm getting ready to spawn in the ground assault vehicle, the MCRN ground ground assault vehicle, and into the actual server, and that's a big proponent of some of my designs. Is I've been trying to get them to where they're functional across all versions of the realm, because I noticed the single player, although enjoyable, the multiplayer experience is a little bit more rewarding. And yeah, there are some more frequent server updates, but the rules are a little different because there's more people. The galaxy resets more frequently, and because of that, the resources are a little easier to come by. But not only that, but the downside is you can't core stuff. Man, I'm really happy with the way that sign turned out. You can't core stuff, so I'm just gonna check on my gardens. It's a little weird how the crops work, and let's check the fuel on this too. I just burned through so much fuel, so much fuel. Space miner. Last time I was putting it in the space miner. I have this set to 30, so that way it's an even 100. I would like for them to increase the fuel sizes to do a rework on the fuel, either make a new fuel with a higher velocity or see, look at this. It got me a nice little tropical jungle in here with everything, and it looks like most everything has reset. Um, are the fruits good? Yeah, fruits are good. Let me pick these real quick. Link to this. I'm trying to get to where I was doing it on the ship, but the problem with the ship is I just have the one stove, and I try to, so the water doesn't have a expiration, which is nice. So I try to convert everything over to the water, the buds, and there's the fruit juice I got to make too. But I got, this is multi. If I hit G or J, there we go. I can just walk through here. I did put gravity in here, which makes it a little easier, because when you're floating around, you just kind of float past it. So it's just easier to do this if you have some gravity. And that was part of the design element. I haven't reworked any of the LCD, the swag or the flare in this. I like to do third person view. The problem is third person view camera is real shitty. Like I wish they would improve that, because it's got this wag to it that I don't know what causes, and the reticle is not exactly lined up either. Uh, I wish someone would come up with a mod, or they would open it up to the mod community, because I know there's a lot of talented individuals out there that could tackle some of these problems while the developers work on core features, and then just let a certain amount of mod support in. Um, I realize with servers it's challenging, but that's really the way to go. If you let a game mod, Skyrim's the best example of that. If you let a game mod like Skyrim, and if modding wasn't a thing, Skyrim would have died 10 years ago. But because modding's a thing, it's it'll exist pretty much. Skyrim will be around. Skyrim will outlast me. Skyrim will be around for like 30, 40 years from now. It's weird how these are baby plants. They're just not growing up for whatever reason. They even have fruit on them. I don't know why that is. And these, I've already pulled two full crops off the top ones, and that middle row is just not wanting to go. I haven't uploaded this to the store yet. Yeah, I don't know what's up. I kind of wish when you moused over it though, and it'd have a little timer like due in 8 hours or due in 46 minutes, and you're like, oh, okay, I'll set my timer and I'll come back. And then you can just fall off here. I like that too. And I'll come up here and get this real quick. Just wanted to get this before I go down the spawn rabbit hole. See, these are not going either. I don't know why that is. Oh, server reset. That's the one. That's the one downside. Let me go to debug. Show oxygen. Yeah, oxygen looks okay. It looks okay. You know, I got a little extra room back here in the back in case I want to put something, but I haven't figured out what I want to put. I haven't figured out what I want to put yet. And then I don't think there's anything on the other side. Let me get the crafting going. Um, go to in and then turn off air. Okay. And I'm not, when I go over here, I'm not hit P so I can look at the deck. I'm not going through that much oxygen. There's no fuel because it's solar. I have a little generator in the back. I have a little fuel tank, but there's no solar, so there's no cost in me keeping this up. And I went through and I named all these 1 through 10. I'd like to come up with more creative names, but look, 70, 74. That's what this place is designed for. I call them MREs, emergency rations. I wish they would put in the tooltip MREs in the tooltip. You know, emergency rations, meals ready to eat kind of thing. I wish they would do that. So I still don't have enough to make. What am I short? Purified water. Oh, that's too easy. So what I'll do though is I'll just start the manufacturing on that, and I'll come over to another stove, and I'll preload, where'd you go? Is it on this side? It's on this side. There's like 4 or 5 stoves in here. And when it helps, because if you can pre-manufacture stuff, right? And then it looks like, oh, you know what? That's what expired, because I had a whole bunch of MREs made, and they all expired, and I don't know why they expired. Okay, so here we're gonna do the big finale, right? The reason everybody wanted to watch this video. There's, oh shit, jetpack, infinite fall into space. So the my little LCD trigger landing gear when someone flies on there. So let me think about this for a second. The way I'm gonna haul this thing around is with this. But what I'll do is I'll just spawn it. I kind of have this between the two wings is kind of where I've been parking. I would like to make a airlock system to merge between the two vessels, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to spawn this above here for now, so that way I can make ammunition and whatnot. So F2. Let's see if it's ready. Well, that's a long load time. Yeah, here we go. The official name's not going to be A9. I just made 9 versions of it to see which one would take, because because some of these, like, they won't load into the game. There's some configuration that is not right with the server. They got too many guns, or they got too many rockets. There's something. Sometimes it'll say, see, max number of certain block types, blueprint type disabled on server. So I did a whole bunch of different versions, and it turns out it looks like all my versions are, like with the MX-11, I tried to kind of optimize the SV configuration, and I could only get one version to work, and it was the guns. I couldn't have too many of one type of gun. Same thing with the hovercraft. Okay, so we spawn this bad boy in, and it was 4 hours. It's a tier 2, and I've figured out a few things. I still need to do some of the logistics or some of the sensor settings, but boom, there it is. There it is, and this is my ground, my ground pounder, like Sponge's version of a ground pounder. Let me turn the light on. There we go. How it looks kind of outside of creative mode. I'm really happy with it though. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I was gonna trying to go for a couple different things, but um, you can see it's got 4 guns on this side. I think I'm allowed 12. I can't remember. And then I got 2 tucked in here, and I'm gonna do another 2 back in here. So that gives me 4, 6. That gives me a total of 12. And I think I'm allowed at 12 projectiles. And that's all this thing is it's there's no other weapon systems, because the problem that you run into is, like I have here, I have here. I have these laser turrets all over here and the rocket turrets, but they don't work on the planet. And I needed some type of planetary solution for attacking POIs. And so, and I like the idea of building very niche vehicles. So I'm going to stop the video here, but there's a couple more videos in the creation process. You know, I left these shelves here if you want to throw up more fuel tanks or whatever. And then I labeled behind the tier 2 is the tier 3, so where you put your tier 3 CPUs. Um, you know, it's not a complex design. It's very niche. I could probably rework. You know, I put the Jennies up on the ceiling so that way they'd have to burn through the entire wall to finally get to the Jenny. Or if I have an angle, they have to burn through the entire wing. So I put them up on the top. And this thing has a three layer thick floor. So that way it's and it's all combat steel. The only part that's not combat steel is the wings. And as they get chewed up, there's pieces of combat steel in them, but as they get chewed up, what I'm going to do is I'll swap it out. And if they don't get chewed up, then I'll just roll with it as it is. But CPU is not it's not CPU heavy. It's really CPU usage 39. That's low. That's super low. And that's because all it is two tier 3 generators. And let me put some fuel in this beast. Manage. I want to pull it from a different source. I'm gonna go with. I love the Wi-Fi system. Love the Wi-Fi system. I'm gonna go with the spaceport. Oh, that's what let's do that. Let's put some pendaxin in here. Kind of wish you could do like a dual pendaxin tank and store a little bit more pendaxin on hand in some of the builds, like because I think if you have a larger ship, you're going to have more of a oh, that's the wrong fuel. This is 24. I could make it 3. I could easily make it 3. I would need what is that? 6 more thousand. So that's 2 more large tanks. I could put 2 more large tanks right here if I wanted, and that would give me 3, and it would just give me a little bit more time, a little bit more flexibility time, and then oxygen. Where are you, oxygen? I think I'm actually kind of running low on. Oh, here's my MREs. Remember how I was like, I mean, at one point I was up to 700 of those. I need to move all of this food into the solar farm. That's I do. I need to move. Let's look at this. So I have lost 4,000 food, and I'm not, and that's from being in refrigerators. So I have no idea. There's something going on with the refrigerators that I'm just not fully aware of. There we go. There's some fuel there. That thing's almost maxed out. Do I not have any oxygen? I think I'm hurting on oxygen. Yeah, I think I'm hurting on oxygen. I need to get down to the planet and start making, speaking of which, let's do this. Let's craft a couple. These little things right here, I love these little water O2 sensors. I throw them down the planet, and then let's get in here. So I've reworked back to my original discussion point. I know I got a little bit of a ramble going, but I've reworked this base a little bit. I got me a teleport in here, and I still got a video coming. I put teleports across the galaxy from faction place to faction pit place, and it's something like 12 jumps, and I'm gonna do it's 300 light year jump. I'm getting ready to do a 300 light year jump just to showcase the solar teleport system, and I'll throw up a video of that pretty soon. But I need to get my ammo going. That thing's going to use a lot of 30 millimeter. How much water do I have in here? Hardly any. That's what's killing me, is the water. Bay 4. Star Cal just to go. I'll roll with that. But yeah, that's the video. It's in the game. I'll do a couple more short videos. I know I'm going to burn through so much ammo with that, so I'm just going to make a lot. That thing's got 100,000. That might be too much. That might be too much. Let's just go with that. And I got to see what the other ammo type for that is too. 5-minute warning. It's good in a way. It's good they reset the servers because it it helps a lot with server latency and lag, and it kind of keeps the servers running clean instead of running out of memory. Let's see what I got here. P device. Ooh, I need to auto arrange. Turrets, 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 turrets. 10 turrets right now. I'm running 10. I think I'm allowed 12. See, 15 millimeter. I see. I wasn't sure if I wanted to run. It says damage 425, damage 550. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make 2 more projectile turrets because it's just a little bit more damage. And I probably got some in here too. Let's hit F4. I probably got, it's kind of a shame that there isn't a secondary weapon type that I can use on the planet. I was trying to come up with something. I usually keep all my extra parts and store up. There we go. Boom, right there. So I only need 2. Let's do this. Let's do ground. Okay. So if I right click, yeah, maximum amount 12. A maximum amount 12. Yeah, I might roll over the let's put some ammo in there too now that I'm making it. Skywatch, what did I say? Box 3? No, box 1 is box 1. Why am I having such a hard time with this? Box 2? There we go. Boom, right there, just like that. Just like that. And so this thing's got 100,000 pounds of volume, and really it's just supposed to carry 100,000 pounds of a 30 millimeter bullet. I think what I'm going to do is I might change up the configuration a little bit. I had forgotten how many I could possibly have on this. So what I might do is oh, that's 2-minute warning. It's definitely time to log out. Definitely time to log out. Okay, I'm stop the video here, but that's just to showcase where I'm at with the ground assault vehicle, MCRN ground assault vehicle. Thanks for watching.